Rappers should have ghostwriters. If you cannot write, please get a ghostwriter, okay? Just because somebody is a great MC, they have amazing stage presence, sometimes they might not be the best writer. And that's when you get somebody whose job is to write stuff that makes you look and sound even better. I know the industry has this thing that if you're not writing your own material, then you're not a real rapper, you're not a real MC. But a lot of some people are just not talented in both. You can be the best writer, but either your voice sounds bad, you have no stage presence, or you just don't like being on stage. And some people have anxiety, they don't want to be on stage anyway. But some people just don't want the spotlight. They're fine being behind the scenes and writing. And I think in 2025 we can stop shaming rappers who depend, we shouldn't even call them ghostwriters. They need to be recognized as songwriters, given the proper credit, the proper payment and stuff. Because I think sometimes ghostwriters, it seems like a slippery slope. It starts off maybe good, but then these people are not even getting paid. But if they're recognized as songwriters, where you know you pay them their worth, and you give them residuals and royalties and all that stuff. But I do think it's time we start embracing songwriters for rappers. Sometimes it's also just for costs purposes. If you get to a certain level of celebrity, of achievement, it's more time clever or time smart to have somebody else write your songs for you, and then you just go in the studio and record it. Maybe it takes somebody, let's say, 3 days to write that song. If you're a certain big A-list celebrity, in those 3 days you might have already done 3 commercials, appeared in a movie, appeared in a TV show, and then go in the studio for like 2 hours, record, and leave. Okay, so that it saves you time. My business teacher used to give an example of Tiger Woods mowing his own lawn. Sure, he can do it, but in the hour Tiger Woods takes to mow the lawn, he could have made a commercial that's $50 million. Meanwhile, he can literally pay $50 to like a teenager, to mow his own lawn. So $50, 50 million. It's the same thing with songwriting. Also, when you get to a certain status as an artist, you're not really struggling anymore. You probably said pretty much all you can think to say. So at some point, instead of going into mediocrity or, going into MAGA, it's better to hire someone who maybe is still grinding and they can write about their own experience, and you can sing about that. Uh, Obviously, it's somebody who wants to be a songwriter or doesn't like to sing, they just like to songwrite. Somebody like that. They can write you their own stuff. Or if you want to write a song about, let's say, substance abuse, and you've never even had a drink, probably best to get somebody, who's there. And also, songwriters, they might not even write for you the whole song. You can write together, or they can, just like assist you craft the song, blah, blah, blah. So we really need to stop shaming ghostwriters and recognize them. Personally, the only issue I have with the whole ghostwriting thing is if people aren't getting paid or properly credited. And I think recognizing ghostwriters as songwriters, could be the first step towards people not being scammed and stuff. So if you're a rapper out there, you don't like to write, because some people don't like writing, or you just can't write. Also, or you just want to give somebody else the opportunity, because sometimes, even if you can write, you might want to give somebody else the opportunity to showcase their song. So go ahead. Let's not call them ghostwriters anymore. They're just songwriters. And congratulations to all the songwriters who are nominated for a Grammy.